What is up, YouTube? It's Coffee Project back from you. And today we're going to be doing another episode of the No Money Spin series. Y'all can see we currently have Domination going on. From the previous Domination event, or from the previous mini Domination event, we managed to get the 3 collectibles, which is going to help us a lot. Go over to collection. Also, actually ended up opening up one of those crappie packs I thought was on my main account. But as you can see, if we go over to theme, this pack is now at $17.99. If we go over to collection, we end up getting West Unsell from that pack. And then of course you also get the what is it that you get? I think you get 1 collectible, and I'm not sure what rings we got. I think we have it recorded, so I guess we can also train those rings away as well. But yeah, we're about to train that away because I accidentally did that, and this is of course a no money spent account, so we'll just train them into I guess we'll train them into a bronze card to make it more of a thing. So we got Joshua Kogi right here, and then if we didn't already, we might already train West Unsettled. I'm not actually sure whether or not we did or not. So yeah, I think we actually trained him away. So yeah, we got to train one of these collectibles away since we were not supposed to get that. So yeah, but as you can see, we managed to get 4 collectibles, or we managed to get 3 collectibles from the previous main Domination event, which is actually pretty good. So now if we go over to the collection, Kevin Garnett is going to be in the set for, if we go over, I guess if we go over to sets more, the Kevin Garnett is going to be in the Gauntlet event. Nikola Jokic takes 6 collectibles, James Harden takes 2, and I believe both these players take 1 for the Bob Cousy and the Karl Malone. If we go over to the collection real quick, Bob Cousy, Karl Malone both take 1, and then James Harden takes 2. So we're getting pretty close to the amount of collectibles that we're going to end up needing for that Magic Johnson, which I do actually want to get that Magic Johnson card, even though I don't really like his gameplay that much. He should be useful to our lineup, and then our point guards are going to be higher than him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, also from this theme, we're going to be getting this Kevin Durant. Hopefully we're going to be getting this Kevin Durant right now. Actually, we have to do some upgrades for the Domination event because it does start in a couple hours. So yeah, we're going to be getting this Kevin Durant as well. I plan on upgrading him. We have a bunch of Ruby cards that we have on this account, mainly because we've been playing head-to-head. Head-to-head is clutch. Ruby cards, I don't feel like we've been playing that much head-to-head, to be honest, because I only play head-to-head when I actually absolutely have like nothing to do, which is very rare on this game, because it's either like we're playing the event or we are what's the name, simming seasons, because I'm not able to be on the game for that long. So it's very rare that we get a chance to play head-to-head on this account. But head-to-head does help a lot. It helps you like stack up your gear keys, stuff like that. If you want to build up your shoe collection and you want to have like shoes that you actually want your players to use. So for example, if you want like a 3-point shooting shoe for your point guard, which man, yes, it's pretty early, but if you want a 3-point shooting shoe for your point guard, then you want to play head-to-head, stuff like that. They are pretty useful, so you don't have to use this common gear and stuff like that anymore. And we're trying to get rid of all the common gear on our lineup. But yeah, from the previous event, which was the Hometown Heroes event, we of course managed to get, I think we might have already recorded this, but we of course managed to get the Trace McGrady. We also got the Josh Smith. Josh Smith, if we go over to him, is now one of our highest power forwards. I plan on keeping him as one of our highest power forwards. We also managed to get Blake Griffin. The only reason Blake Griffin is important is because we have this net shoe, so he's going to be one of our power forwards that we actually end up using. We are probably going to end up getting rid of both the Julius Randle and the Blake Griffin. I feel like Julius Randle and Josh Smith kind of, if we like compared them to each other, they kind of play the same. Josh Smith had a little bit better of a defense, so I would rather have that. So yeah, we're going to get rid of the Julius Randle. He is also level 2, so that should help us upgrade one of these cards. This Josh Smith is only level 2 as well, so that should help us upgrade as well. And then Blake Griffin and Josh Smith are probably going to be our 2 new power forwards right now until we get that Tim Duncan, and maybe even that until we get that Kevin Garnett, and maybe even this Tim Duncan, for instance. Because as I said, we are going to be doing some Domination upgrades for centers. I do plan on getting rid of this Dwight Howard once we do our upgrade. Actually, let's go ahead and start the upgrades. We also have this Jermaine O'Neal over here that we haven't claimed. He was like a little bit higher than our other center, so regardless, it's still a little bit of a power bump that we can use for the Domination event. As you can see, he is now our highest center. He was like about like 100 power ahead of Dwight Howard, who was our highest center at the time. But yeah, we're going to be using Dwight Howard and probably someone else. I'm not sure exactly who we're going to use. We have a bunch of level 2 of this cards to upgrade this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So actually, we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We have Dennis Rodman right there, so we'll go ahead and take Dwight Howard out of the lineup somewhere. I was just happy that we got another one, actually, because I actually wanted to actually be able to use Dwight Howard on this account, like head-to-head and stuff like that, because I haven't really been able to test him out that much. I know he's a pretty decent center as far as like rebounding and defending goes and stuff like that, but yeah, I haven't really been able to test him out that much. Let's go over to Domination. Currently he's in the Domination event as well. Now he should be out of the Domination event since we opened that screen. and we'll go ahead and upgrade the Kareem with the Dwight and the Dennis Rodman. Kareem is not going to be level 3. Kareem is probably like the best center in the game, so if you manage to get this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar card, then you got pretty lucky from seasons, and I recommend keeping him as one of your higher powered centers that you have on your team. I imagine that we'll need to upgrade this Jermaine O'Neal to level 2 as well, so we'll probably end up using that Bam and that Steve Adams, and we're going to do that a little bit later. And we're going to move over to our power forwards real quick. I'm not sure whether I want to upgrade Blake to level 3 or not, so we'll move over to our small forwards real quick, actually. And then, so for our small forwards, we have Mikal Bridges and we have the Jason Tatum. I don't really think that we need the Mikal Bridges since we already have LeBron. Mikal Bridges was really a filler because I didn't really like Jason Tatum. I managed to get Jason Tatum again, actually. But Mikal Bridges was really a filler because I did not like Jason Tatum. And now that we managed to get another Jason Tatum, or now that we managed to have LeBron, and we could really just upgrade LeBron, he'll be like our best small forward. The main reason I didn't like Jason Tatum is because we had to use him in like fantasy finals or something like that, or overtime. Like he just wasn't playing well. So we'll probably end up doing something with him. Before we do that, we'll go ahead and do something over here, which is going to be upgrading this Kobe Bryant card to a to level 3, because he is one of our 2 shooting guards that we actually have on our team that we can actually use, along with that Trace McGrady. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that right now, with the Paul George and with the Chris Middleton that we have over here, and apparently Paul George is on the 3rd team, so we'll probably need to take him out of there as well. And he's probably also in Domination event, actually, so we'll actually go to have to take him out of here as well. Hopefully get another Paul George card, because Paul George definitely one of the better small forwards in the entire game. He is very good in this game. Also, interestingly enough, Derrick Rose and we managed to balance like Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving's power like exactly, so we're just able to swap Derrick Rose in when we need mentors, even though Derrick Rose wasn't really able to play during the Hometown Heroes Fantasy Finals event because he really wasn't that good as Kyrie Irving, and we just needed more shot creation and stuff like that. But yeah, that Kobe Bryant card is now level 3. We still have to train him up and stuff like that, but he's at a pretty decent level. Kyrie Irving is already level 3, and this Derrick Rose is already level 2, so we just need to train them up so we can actually use that Russell Westbrook for upgrading another position. Same thing for that Jaylen Brown right there. If we go over to small forwards, I'll probably end up using both of them to upgrade the Jason Tatum. So we'll use Russell Westbrook, Jaylen Brown to upgrade the Jason Tatum, and then we'll use Mikal Bridges on somebody else. I'm not sure exactly who we're going to use him on right now. We'll use that Mikal Bridges for upgrade somewhere else, because if you guys don't know, Mikal Bridges is like one of the lower small forwards. He's at 25-34. Jason Tatum's at 28-32. So yeah, I also don't really plan on Jason Tatum being here for that long. We'll probably end up getting this KD right here and upgrading him, and then we'll have KD and LeBron as our 2 best small forwards, which is pretty good in my opinion. Let's go over to power forwards right now though. Considering that we're doing that, I'm not sure if we want to use these 2 power forwards, since we had like some decent Ruby cards that we can actually use to upgrade the Josh Smith, which I think we'll actually do. We'll use 2 of these level 2 power forwards, and then we'll use those to upgrade the Josh Smith. I feel like Josh Smith has the potential to be really good. I haven't tried him out in fantasy finals or anything like that, but I feel like Josh Smith has the potential to actually be a really good power forward. So hopefully he is pretty good. Hopefully we also get a chance to try him out pretty soon, like fantasy finals, overtime, some events like that, where the power forward is like one of the power forwards that's in like the corner and stuff like that. He has like a decent 3-point shot, and his defending and rebounding already at a 5. Only thing about him is that he's kind of undersized, so that kind of might hold him back a little bit, but I feel like he has a chance to be really good in this game. He's also a smaller power forward, so he might be able to get to the rim faster. He also has the 5 in agility. Most power forwards I feel like don't have that, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Josh Smith is now at level, what's Josh Smith at now? Down at level 3. And then we'll go ahead and upgrade Blake. We will use the Julius Randle, who's apparently on our 1st team, and then we'll use the Mikal Bridges, who's on our 2nd team. So we'll go ahead and take those guys out real quick, and we'll use those to upgrade the Blake. If Blake didn't have that shoe, we'd probably be using another power forward right now. So yeah. We'll also probably at some point end up getting rid of this Giannis. He's at like level 3. He's like a foundation card. Once we get another Giannis card on the account, so we can have one for head-to-head. But yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade Blake. I believe they are in the Domination lineup as well. So we'll go ahead and take those guys out of the Domination lineup, and then we will go ahead and use those cards to upgrade the Blake. I believe they are already out of there. All right. And then Blake should be like on our 2nd team, so he should just be able to go over here. He's not on our 2nd team. Where's Blake at? Blake is over here on our head-to-head lineup. But yeah, now Blake is upgraded to level 3. We'll probably end up using this card at some point to upgrade an event amethyst card sometimes when Honest comes around. But as of right now, it's fine having him at level 3, as long as we just don't max him out, because that means that he will not be able to be used anymore. But yeah, we'll go ahead and throw Blake into there. And then now we may have to do our training. So I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and train these cards up real quick. And then I will show you guys our power after we finish training these guys up. Alright, so we're back. I actually completely forgot there was one thing I wanted to do. Just upgrade this Jermaine O'Neal to level 2 before we actually start the training. So yeah, we managed to build 2 teams so far, which is pretty good. And then all we have to do now, as I said, train the cards up. But as of right now, these are going to be our 2 teams. I believe everybody's at the lamb. Yeah, these are going to be our 2 teams over here. If we go to autofill over here as well, these are going to be our 2 teams. I'm not sure where we were. I probably should have screenshot it. I'm not sure where we were at the beginning of this video, but now we are going to be here, and then I'll be back once we finish training up these cards. Alright, so we're back. So outside of training our cards, we also ended up upgrading LeBron to level 3. As you can see, he's right here, but we also tried to balance our positions as well. So if we go over to our team right now, we didn't throw our max mentors on yet, but as far as like playing through the regular events like fantasy finals overtime, this should make our lineups, playing with our lineups, a lot easier. You can see we have the point guard and the shooting guard prime player balance for both of our teams. So we have Kyrie Irving, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Blake Griffin, and the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Obviously, these 2 positions can be swapped out. Like we can throw Josh Smith in there instead of Blake. That'll probably be like our best possible gameplay lineup. Which also like kind of reason you want to also balance your positions. You want to build a pretty good gameplay lineup as well. And if you feel like one player isn't playing as well, and you have like 2 decent power forwards or 2 decent of the same position, then you can just swap them out for the other player. So that's another reason I guess you'd want to balance out your positions. For the second team, it's over here, and we also changed the mentors on this stuff like that. So Kyrie Irving now has his playmaking and 3-point shoe instead of the 3-point and the dunking shoe that what's the name he used to have. Derrick Rose also has his own mentor, which I guess is pretty cool. But yeah, first team over here, pretty dope. We also need to throw our max mentors on, so I guess we'll do that right now. We'll throw these guys on there to see our max actual power. Also need to remember that these mentors that go together. But yeah, we'll go ahead and throw these guys on there. I believe that Kobe Bryant is our highest shooting guard. I think he's pretty close to where Tracy McGrady is actually. But yeah, let's go ahead and find our highest one. I believe Giannis is the highest one for the power forward. And then for the center, I think it's it's basically like a tie between Shaq and the Hakeem that we had last season. And then for the point guard over here, we'll do like this. We'll throw this guy on. We will throw the Dominique Wilkins on. We will throw the Dirk. No, it's Dirk the highest one? Wasn't there a I feel like there's a higher one. I might be wrong, but I feel like there was a higher one. But we'll go ahead and throw this. Actually, we'll throw the Dirk on because he gives 3-point boost, and I feel like he'll be better with 3-point boost for his position or for his gameplay wise. And then we'll throw Hakeem on over here. But yeah, these are our 2 best teams. They're also pretty close as far as like just basic power goes. But 242 prime player bonus for this team, 244 prime player bonus for this team. Pretty good teams that we managed to build. Should be pretty good enough, or they should be good enough for us to manage to win some domination, or manage to get top war in domination. Only thing is, once we do that, I might end up not claiming the Tim Duncan because he's at 37-32. I believe he's actually lower than, I guess he's lower than our point guard, stuff like that. But we're going to end up not claiming him once we do it again. We'll probably wait until like the next actual domination event, so we probably won't be able to like reap our rewards from this one. So we'll have to wait to the next one, unfortunately. But yeah, these are our teams. Let me know down in the comment section. Did you guys end up upgrading for domination? I believe this video is going to be released after domination is already over. It's just like a whole domination thing. So if you guys want some tips for domination as far as like going at it like no money spent wise, for one, if your team isn't really that good, you can also use past Ruby event cards in your lineup. So for example, I plan on using Josh Smith for a pretty while of a time. As you can see, he's at level 3. He gets pretty close to the power of Blake Griffin, nearing his max level. As you can see, he's also a much higher level than base Giannis. I guess without the mentors, I guess it's closer, but he's also a pretty decent higher level than the base level Giannis as well. So if you guys like feel a need to use like past, you can definitely use past like event cards as far as like Ruby cards, because they are definitely a higher power. They're eventually gonna be a higher power than like base Amethyst cards. So definitely recommend doing that. Also, try to take your mentors off before the event comes, and then if you are going to end up claiming any cards that you know you're going to be claiming, so for example, we know we're going to claim Jermaine O'Neal before the domination event actually started. He was at the time a higher power than Michael Kareem, So we went ahead, just saved him in the news. You guys can see we end up claiming him at the beginning of this video. And then if you like don't claim a car in the event, I think it's for everything besides the courtside pass, then they'll just like go over here. So for example, that is overtime reward for this Hito Sukuru just over here, as well as this Kevin Johnson. We just throw it onto our collection. And just since we didn't claim them during the event, they just go over there. So yeah, that's also one thing you can do. Also, you cannot do it for the day login, so do not try to do that. But yeah, that's basically gonna be the end of this section right here. I'll be back sometimes into the Domination event. I'll show you guys how our progress is going. All right, so we're back with what is going to be the last section of this video. One thing I forgot to mention is that we did not end up getting top award in the fantasy finals event for that Julius Erving because I wasn't able to play the game enough. But yeah, as far as this Domination event goes, you might have already saw the collection. We are at the 70k point, which means that we went ahead and got the KD. Unfortunately, we're not able to actually throw KD onto the arena because our arenas have been holding for the whole time. Y'all can see we already upgraded him up as well. So once Jason Tatum ends up losing the arena that he's on, we'll go ahead and throw KD into there, or I might throw it in there, like even if like LeBron loses his, because KD is going to give us a boost. But yeah, as you can see, this arena right here, it has been holding for 14 hours. This arena right here has been holding for why was this arena holding for a short amount of time? I'm confused about that. But yeah, as y'all can see, as far as the arenas go, we haven't had to attack anybody outside of, I guess, the first person that we attacked, because I've been watching this account a little bit, and I'm perfectly fine with that. If we like able to hold these arenas for like the whole time, then we'll end up getting top war, and then we're gonna have to actually play the Domination event, which is kind of good, or which is not kind of good. It is good for us, and as far as like time that we have to actually put into this event. But yeah, that's basically gonna be it for this video. Of course, our goal is still to reach that Tim Duncan. At one point, we were in the top 3. So I had our goal was to get that Rose rewards, but we end up dropping out of there. The people that are up there now have like 100k points, so we probably won't end up reaching that, which is perfectly fine as well. But yeah, that's basically gonna be the end of the video. Let me know down in the comment section how you guys are doing in this Domination event. One thing I will say is that this Domination map compared to my main account is a lot less active, because my main account like always has like 6 like flashing lights going on and stuff like that. But yeah, it's basically gonna be the end of the video. You guys in the video, drop a like. That said, let me know down in the comments how you guys are doing in the Domination event, and peace out.